Blaring Out with Eric Blair Show. We're backstage here at the Key Club for the Dime Bash, and I'm here with Dave Grohl. Dave, now, how did you get involved with the Dime Bash?
Well, I met Vinny and Dime a really long time ago at an Ozfest. The Foo Fighters played an Ozfest in England in like 1998, I think it was. And it was weird because I think Korn had canceled, and so they called us, and we're like, really? Foo Fighters at an Ozfest? It was Slayer and Pantera and Ozzy. So we thought, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. And we went, and we were really nervous because we didn't feel like we fit in. But everybody was so fucking cool. And Vinny and Dime were awesome. They were super fucking cool. So then, whenever Pantera, I used to live on the East Coast, whenever they'd come around Philadelphia or New York, I'd go and see them play. And we just made friends. And then, you know, when Dime was killed, it freaked us all out. And he was just one of those guys that fucking everybody loved, you know? And you could be in the Foo Fighters, or you could be in Slayer, or you could be fucking Justin Bieber, or whatever. He'd be your best bud. And so when he passed away, I wrote Vinny a letter because when Kurt Cobain died, you know, our worlds were all turned upside down, and this good friend of mine sent me a letter, and it said, I know you can't really imagine playing music right now, but it'll come back, and that's what'll help you get on with life, is music. So then I became friends with Rita, and we've had Rita over at all our parties, and she's I love Rita so much. She's a killer. But I think, you know, before we went on to do that last song, I was just thinking about why all of us are here, and all of us are here because, to be honest, Dime was the coolest fucking dude in the world, and everybody here was friends with him. So, you know, when Rita calls and says, hey, I'm doing a thing for Dime, it's like, I'll be there in a heartbeat. So that's why I'm here.
Now,
I gotta go because I gotta go change diapers.
well, I just wanted to know, now, what's it like working with Butch Vig again?
Butch is great. It's the same as it was 20 years ago. He's amazing.
And also, Chris Novoselic is guesting on your new Foo Fighters record.
He and I are close. We've always been close. And he's actually played on Foo Fighters stuff before, but I think because we're doing the record with Butch, and he came down and played bass on a song, you know, to me, at this point, making records it's almost more than a musical thing in a way. It's like our band is like this big family. Our road crew is like a big family. We're making this record in my house. I got my kids running around my feet all day long. And so to have Chris come back and to sit in front of a board with Butch and Chris 20 years later, it's almost more than musical. It's like a real life experience, you know? Like, we're all men now. We were kids back then, and we're all men now, and we have families, and so we recorded this song together, and it was really meaningful. So it's cool. And they're all, you know, honestly, it doesn't feel like any of us have changed. We're just, you know, old. Yeah.
Is there a certain vision you have for this? Is that why you got Butch Vig again?
No. We recorded with Butch last year. We did a couple songs with him for our Greatest Hits record. And he's just such a great producer, you know? I mean, he's a great producer, but he's also a really mellow dude. So it's hard to really say how he does what he does, because it doesn't seem like he's doing anything, but he's doing something. And I just felt like it was time for us to do it with Butch, because we've also been close for the last 20 years. He's one of those guys that, you know, making that record, Nevermind, was such a huge moment for all of us, and it changed all of our lives. So if I don't see Butch or Chris Novoselic for like 2 years, when I finally do see him again, you immediately feel that connection, because it was a huge thing, you know? So working with Butch it's perfectly natural and fun, and it's great.
Blaring Out with Eric Blair Show with Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, thank you. Signing off.
See you around.
The Blaring Out Show.